just ignore it. Please stop looking at it. This is atrocious. This is atrocious. It didn't go well, guys. It didn't go well. I don't want to talk about it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm doing a beauty bay testing haul, testing out their eyebrow products. Opened. Beauty Bay have released some brow fixer gels and their own microfibre pencils, which is so exciting, and they do so many shades. And so I picked up 2 or 3, kind of. You'll see in the next clip, but I did a complete review on them. I actually intended on doing my full face of makeup, and then I thought, like, how am I going to do my brows and wipe away if I need to, if I've got foundation on? I'm glad I did that. Also, I just feel like it's more natural. You do your brows first. I always do my brows first before even my eyeshadow. So today I switched it up, did my eyeshadow, then my brows. Now I'm about to do my full face. But I thought I'd just film this a little bit now. I love you all so much. I really hope you enjoyed this video. They retail for £5 for the micro sketch brow pencil and then £5.50 for the brow gel. So quite affordable compared to like some other drugstore. I know Beauty Bay is like an online store, but I class it's like drugstore. Compared to other drugstore brow products, I think that's really good. And you'll find out my opinion in the video. Also, you get 5ml in the brow gels. I've also tried to find out how much is in the brow pencil, and I can't currently find it. If I do, I'll pop it on the screen. But let's get straight into the video, and I really hope you do enjoy. Hey my besties, so I've got a Beauty Bay box, and here includes the eyebrow stuff. I'm so excited. Also, beware, there is like some neighbour, I don't know what, is it called a stripper? I think it's a stripper. You know when, no, strimmer. A strimmer, you know the edge of the, yeah, I won't talk, I'll just get on with it. And it kept going off, and I was like, I'll shut the window. Please don't make a noise. I want to film. So basically, I was going to get 4 things, but I just got 3. So I got myself a pencil and then 2 of the brow gels, because I don't know if I'm going to do one on one eye and one on the other. Also, I find it so weird not having eyebrows on, because do you know what, guys? I always do my eyebrows and then I carve them out and then I do my eyeshadow. And today, can you really see here? I like carved them out, but I didn't go right next to my eyebrow, because I didn't want to do my foundation, because then a lot of the time with brow gels, if I'm like pushing them up, I don't know if this is going to create like a really fluffy brow, but if I push it up, then it's going to like create a line. I'd want to wipe it away with my foundation and my powder, and I was just thinking, no, because then you have to reapply the concealer, foundation and powder, and I just don't think so. So first of all, they come in little tiny packagings. It's so cute. It's just very simple. So I'm going to open them. So I've got the espresso. Is it espresso? Yeah, I got the espresso pencil because I have the Be Perfect Indestructible Brow in charcoal. And I quite like a dark brown one, but I actually find this is the darkest shade, and I actually find it works better sometimes than a dark brown, because I don't know what it is. The way with my words isn't it. So yeah, I feel like it just looks better. I'm not sure if it's because it's like a cool tone rather than a warm tone with like the espresso charcoal shade, but I just find it looks better. I find it doesn't look like I filled in as much, because like with these pencils, because they're so fine, like I literally, it's just on my hair and I don't really fill the whole thing in. I just go in normally with a brow glitter, the pink honey, and then I fill in like the tiniest gap, so it's not very like completely filled in, which is why I love these pencils. But it's very thin. Very thin. Very thin. How shall I compare it? Let's compare it. So this is the Indestructible Brow. Oopsies. I don't know the size difference. This is the difference. So I actually think there's not that much difference. This one I think might be the tiniest bit thinner. It kind of looks thicker, but it's not. I genuinely think they're the same. I just think this one's I've pushed it out longer, do you know what I mean? But I genuinely think like they're the same. I just find this tone works so much better on me. And again, I'm not professional with my words, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it is like the cool tones and warm tones, and the cool tone might suit me better. I sometimes find that a brown shade of eyebrow product can kind of be like the undertones, sometimes they're more red. Yeah, anyway, so that's what I like. Then I got, also, how long has it been since I did a testing video? There's been nothing to test. I tested, what was the last testing video I did? I think it was the Sample Beauty palette, which I think was like 2 weeks ago. This actually arrived on Monday, and I've been at work every single day this week apart from Tuesday, which is when I had my theory test. It didn't go well, guys. It didn't go well. I don't want to talk about it. I'll actually talk about it in a minute. But so I really didn't have, I could have done it Tuesday morning, and the whole week I've been in a mood. Literally the last 3 days I've been in a mood because I haven't filmed this. And it's really like, I shouldn't be in a mood about it. But I have been in a mood about it. Yeah, for like the whole past 72 hours. Anyway, so here I am. I'm really excited to film it now. But I hate when something arrives and it comes next day and I don't film it the next day or the same day. I don't like it because I think, I'm like, is it irrelevant now? It's not irrelevant, but I want to do it straight away. Anyway, so these are the 2 gels. They're super tiny. Well, they're not really. They're like your average size. Focus on me. Focus on me. You know, just use your imagination because the ring light isn't cooperating. So I got the shades Teddy. It wasn't the blonde. I'm not sure if it's the light brown or the dark brown. I'll pop it on the screen which one it was. But then I got the clear one as well because I actually think a lot of the time when I use Pink Honey it's clear. So I wanted to test them both. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to do one eye clear and then the other eye with the Teddy. I don't know. Maybe I'll just use both. But I'm going to go in with the clear one first. And then I'm going to go in with the eyebrow pencil last. But I do quite like the packaging. It's literally like their bronzers. It's just obviously like all the same packaging across the whole range. I really like it. I love how they're bringing out new stuff. I wonder what will be next. They don't have a foundation. Oh my god, that video will be so exciting. I hope they do that. Because they've got a concealer now. I tested it. Yeah, I tested that in like January, I'm sure. The same packaging. They've got the bronzers and the blushes and the highlighters. They've got the skincare, but it's not on the same packaging. But they've still got their skincare. I don't think they have a foundation. And then what else could be waiting on? They've obviously got their eyeshadow palettes. They've got brow products now. I think foundation will be next. Or maybe they'll do a contour and a liquid blush. That would be cool. I'll definitely test them all. Anyway, let's get my little mirror. Let's talk about my theory test. Because honestly, it wasn't fun. So, okay, so basically... Oh, it's tinsy. Well, I did expect it to be... Sorry, look at my horrible nails. I'm getting them done soon. I did expect it to be a little bit bigger. It's tiny. Okay, let me show you a normal... So this is the normal spoolie I use. It's like... It's so tiny. It looks so much tinier now I've compared them, but it really is quite small. But it's probably so it's more precise. So yeah. Anyway, so in October I booked my theory test. The worst mistake of my entire life because I did 1 hour of revision. 1 hour. And I think it was either the same day or the day before. I didn't do anything at all. Like, so I kind of, obviously I wanted to pass, but I kind of knew I wasn't going to, but it was too late to cancel it. So I went, and I think I got 52 on the hazard and 31 on the multiple choice. And I'm glad I didn't pass, because if I had passed, I wouldn't have known everything, and then that's not actually very safe. Also, this is called a brow fixer gel, so by the name, I'm presuming it's going to hold them in place all day. That's what happened. It's quite hard to control. Last week I had it, the week before I booked it. Like, I booked it on the 12th of April after my first driving lesson, after like ages. And so I hadn't been doing any revision in the lockdown. I've probably been on it maybe once or twice, but I'd not done a mock test. And then in the last week, I've done probably like 10-15 mock tests, but because I was focusing on the mock tests, I wasn't really going through the categories. I still hadn't passed one mock test by the time of the actual theory test. This is quite well, by the way, the brow gel. Okay, so there seems to be quite a lot of product that's coming off it. I'm finding it quite hard with this brush. It's definitely like coating my brows, but I feel like I might need to press it down, and I don't feel like it's in the right place yet. It does feel quite light, and it doesn't immediately feel really like sticky where it's going to stay in one area, and I'm not sure if I like that or not, because I suppose I'm used to brow glue like holding it in one place and then not being able to move, which sometimes is actually quite annoying, but I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Like, you can see it's kind of like brushing them up. It does look quite messy. Like, it looks like they're going to flop down and fall down again. Like, they're not staying. I've got all the product on, so what I might do is use this brush and try and... Genuinely just looks like I've brushed through my eyebrows. Do that. Can you see it? It's starting to... And then I let go. And it literally fall back down. Maybe it's not supposed to be like a fluffy brow thing. But then what is the point of it? It's just a brow fixer. Get thicker, fluffier and more defined brows. Tiny microfibres that adhere to the skin for natural. Okay, so it's going for more of a natural rather than like a full fluffy brow, soap brow thing. I can't really choose how much product I'm putting on because it's on the brush. They're kind of brushing through, and they look like on the camera, like they're kind of, it's neat I suppose. Look, I'm putting the mirror here so it focuses. But like, I do feel like they're kind of like up here, down there. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we're going to go with the approach that is going to look very natural. So I'm going to try and do it a different way. I'm just going to brush straight across. Anyway, so basically, yeah, that happened. Last week I went for my theory after not passing one mock test on the app. Like, literally the highest score I got was 38. I went to the test, I got 36, and then I got 46 on the hazard. The same day I got home, I went through everything again, and I started to get like 40 on the multiple choice. Anyway, today I have done 10 mock tests and also going through the categories as well, but obviously the questions are different every time. I've gone through 10 mock tests and I have got every single one passed. Literally, I got the highest score so far is 49, and the one answer was, I was like sat there for ages like, it could be either, So although that's not obviously the answer, I was so close. So I've now passed 10, and then I got 2 where I got 42, which I would be fuming if I came out of the test centre and I'd literally missed by 1 mark, but at least it's better than like what I have got previously. So yeah, so now I feel so much more confident. Like, I genuinely feel like I could pass. I'm so excited because like I felt confident the last time, like more confident than the first time. I suppose I still got 5 more right and there were different questions. Still not a pass. Just ignore it. So yeah, I'm really excited. My next one is quite a while away. I'm just checking for cancellations all the time because I just want it to be sooner, and I feel so confident now. And it's not like I've just done it today either. Like, I've done it every single day since Tuesday, and I've passed every single day. Like, and if I do fail, it's literally 1 under. Like, it's always 42. So yeah, it's so cool. But yeah, how exciting. So anyway, back to the brow gel. Now that I've put so much product on, they do feel quite like, not heavy, but there is definitely product there, and I feel like I've definitely like applied it. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like I haven't done anything. I feel quite like nourished in that respect because it's like wet and I've just applied it, but I still don't think they're really like sitting in a particular place. And obviously my initial thought was I was going to brush them up and stick them down and then fill in my eyebrow. I'm going to see if I can like add a bit of definition. Can you see that? So this is the shade Teddy. Why does this feel like it's doing such a better job? Okay, yeah, that was a mistake, but like I'm just trying to brush my eyebrow hair up and it's actually, maybe it's because I'm adding a colour. I feel like they're sticking. Just trust the process, because I do think I've applied a bit too much. I haven't used a brow gel in literally, why does it feel like it's working now? Literally over a year and a half. So I'm just going to coat it and then I'm going to wipe it away. Just ignore it, it's the process. Please stop looking at it. Take your eyes off the screen. Honestly, I've been listening to this song, which isn't really like a reflection of feminism at all. It's all over TikTok, you probably know. It's called Body. It's so funny because I literally just listened to the first part of the song. Ooh. I think they're too dark. It looks like I've got brow tint on. Okay, so basically I tried it out. Why does it look so nice? I actually love them and I looked at the camera and I thought it's too dark. They look nice. So I do recommend the Teddy, and I didn't think I did because like I literally, when I saw it on the camera, they kind of look like I'd put brow tint on, you know, when you tint your brows. So yeah, anyway, please subscribe. It's actually a really good song though. I mean, it doesn't really reflect anything I believe in, but I'm just going to try and, hang on guys. The thing is, right, why is it sticking now? I didn't want it to stick now. I wanted it to stick for the clear one. Maybe the clear one's dodge. Obviously I'm not going to do it like this, but at the same time it didn't stick for the clear one. Maybe I just applied too much of the clear one. Bit concerned, just don't judge. It's not going, like if you, yeah, I'm not going to try and explain myself because it's not going to help. Should we wipe off and start again? I feel like that would kind of ruin the point, but I feel like the brown one gave it so much opportunity. So what I want to do is apply the brown one but with less pressure, because that's obviously why I wanted to use the clear one. Because I don't think I'll use the pencil if I use the brown one, do you know what I mean? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just scrap all the ideas I had. We're just going to do a thin coat. We're going to keep the normal shape of my eyebrow. There's no creating a fluffy brow because it's just not happening today. Or any day, I don't think. It just kind of, it's quite nice because it kind of feels like I'm just putting like a mascara through my brows. And I actually think it might hold. You know when I put this on and then I put the brown one on and then it kind of stuck. And yet it didn't stick how I wanted it to, but like it stuck. So maybe it needs time to dry. Should we just give it a minute? Let's brush it in, but then how is it supposed to, you know, if you wanted to brush it right up, it wouldn't stay there, would it? Right, so I'm just gonna try and brush as much as I can without it looking like it's sticking up. And then I'm gonna leave it for like 3 minutes. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna assess the situation and hopefully fill them in. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Guys, I'm about to cry. I've just gone on Instagram and seen Joel from Dad v Girls has posted a photo. Ooh, they're more sticky. I mean, I have just brushed them down, so I can't really tell if they'd have stayed in shape, but they are more sticky. Oh, I can just brush up the fronts. Let me do that. Why didn't I think of that? Anyway, so he posted a photo, like, he posted the video for Sarah, and he's really overwhelmed. So I've gone and just started watching it. Honestly, if my marriage is not like that, I don't want it. Do you know what? I'm just going to accept that this isn't my normal brow, but maybe I like it. Because you know at the start of the video, I quite like them like that. Like, they do look messy and, like, ungroomed, but I quite like them just being, like, natural, I suppose, and I don't have to really do anything with them. This little bit annoys me. And I normally try and push it down. See, now there's a gap, I can fill that in with a pencil. I don't like when it's like up here and then down on me. I just don't, I think I prefer it like this. They do look tinsy though, compared to my normal brows. We're going with it. This is atrocious. This is atrocious. This is a trust the process. I'm trying to say trust and process at the same time. Come up with atrocious. It's not atrocious. So I'm going to go straight in with the eyebrow, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little brush on the end to just make sure they're definitely... See, now they're more sticky, but why weren't they sticky to start with? Right, okay, so the conclusion we've come to is... Atrocious? No. Needs time. Oh, hang on, there's no thing on. Right, so here's a little pencil. So cute. I'm just gonna... Thing is with these, you really don't have to do much, and it kind of like fills it in. It's never too like thick, because it's like, you obviously, I'm just filling in my skin because there's no hair there, and it never looks like you've applied loads because the formula is kind of like bitty. So like the pencil isn't like a harsh line, it's like tiny little bits. So how's everyone's weeks been? It's now May the 1st. I'm still in shock, but then also I think I'm kind of just like existing, you know? Not existing, like I'm living, but like, you know when you realise that you're actually you and you exist? And then I think time is just a simulation, and like, it's not who invented it. The only reason I think it was invented is so that people can look back and look forward. Because you never really need to know what time it is now, do you? Like, someone asks you the time, it's like a conversation starter. And also, I also think like, when you're like just doing something, like you might be gardening or something, not in this weather you wouldn't, but if you was, you wouldn't be like, today is now. And it is now, so it doesn't really have a time. Like obviously you look at the time, but then if you look at it for the entire minute, you're kind of waiting for the minute to change, then you're like looking for the future. Like, do you know what I mean? So you never really need to look far into now because you're just here. It's May the 1st, and then I was like, oh my god, how on earth is it May already? But then I realised it's just a simulation. And like, I feel like as well, you need to kind of know what day you're going to work. So that's the whole reason. Otherwise, if there was no days, then you would just be like here anyway. It doesn't mean anything. Like, you'd just be here and then it would just roll on. And apparently also we're not supposed to sleep for long amounts of time. Apparently we're supposed to have naps. That sounds like a great idea, you know? And like short naps rather than a big long gap. And then like obviously I suppose that's come into our routines as well for when we have like jobs and school and stuff like that. So I suppose like what I'm trying to say is like, if you didn't have time or days, you would just be doing whatever you're doing now and you wouldn't be thinking about anything else, because like you'd just be here now and you wouldn't know about tomorrow. You wouldn't know when tomorrow starts. You just start it whenever you wanted to, and you do whatever you wanted across all of them hours, because you didn't feel like you have like a 24-hour gap or a 12-hour gap or a 16-hour gap, however long you're awake for. Like, you don't feel like there's a gap. You feel like you're just going, and then when you get tired you go to sleep. You don't feel like you've got to wait a certain amount of time to go to sleep so that you don't have too much sleep or too little sleep, or you wake up at the wrong time. You just awake whenever your body wakes you, and then you just do whatever you want until your energy is like filled up and you go to sleep. God, that's a good theory. Anyway, we're here for the brows, not... Why did I sound like I'm all here? Why did I sound like that? We're here for the brows. Right. I quite like them. I won't lie. I do. And my mum's sitting watching this, and we always do. Right, we can't do it, so don't like laugh. You can laugh because it's funny, but like we can't do it. So we started off, basically I was downstairs one day and I was like to my mum, I am getting on to the brows bit by the way, just listen to this. Saying to mum, I went like to the dog, I went, oh, like as in like what are you doing? I don't know why I said it. And then my mum goes, oh, the baby, Neil, the baby. And like, I can't, literally, that's my best shot at Nessa's accent. So now every time me and my mum phone each other, we go, oh, the baby. And it's so cute, it's like a little thing now. And sometimes I can actually do the accent. Right now is not one of them times. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, because she also says, I won't lie to you, Gav. Do you know what I mean? So anyway. But yeah, I do quite like it, I really do. You know, I've never done my brows like this. I go to work sometimes and I don't do my eyebrows. And like, they're just like how they were in the first clip. So I'm going to put a little photo of the first clip and we can compare each other. Yeah? Okay, so there is a difference. They are obviously more filled. I just feel like they're... So when I go to work and like in the first clip, they were like floppy down, but I quite like them down like here. But they weren't like filled in. There wasn't as much shape to them. Like the shape was there, but especially over here, there was a gap. And sometimes, obviously if you touch them or whatever, they move. But like, they haven't moved. They still didn't move when I did that. And I just think sometimes throughout the day there'll just be a mess and there'll be hair there, hair there, hair everywhere. Does anyone remember Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy? Anyway, so yeah, there wasn't really much shape. They weren't really that tamed. I think they're quite nice now. I feel like I might wear them like this all the time, guys. Tell me if you wear these to my normal brows, because I'm not sure if I'm ready for the answer, because if you do, I'm going to have to just do it like this all the time. And although I have to say the product was not what I originally expected, I did think it was going to kind of be like, not like a dupe for Pink Honey, because Pink Honey is like a glue formula which you have to add water. It's not a gel at all. But because of the fact it said like thicker, fluffier brows, I mean, do they look thicker to you? I just think they've got a lot more shape and they do look natural, and it did say natural, so it weren't lying. I just think I expected it to kind of be like, I push it up and then stick it down, and I think that's just me misreading it. I'm not sure if that's just me misreading it, because I do feel like it's a gel, not a glue, or it's not like soap brows. It's not like they've made a soap brow and it does this, because then that wouldn't be what you wanted it. Like, you'd want it to kind of push up and then stick down. I've just added so much more shape and like density, including the pencil though, I have to say. I mean, they're not moving. And I think because of that, I don't know why, I just expected it, because it says brow fixer, I kind of thought it was going to like fix them in place all day, which I suppose it has, but it's not doing it how I normally do it when I push it up, do you know what I mean? I suppose it wouldn't really necessarily give you like soap brows, but it's not really claiming to either, it's just claiming to make them thicker and fluffier. I don't know, I just think they look nice. So I'm very, very happy with this product. I love the pencil. The pencil's really nice. Let me colour swatch them both in case you've got the Indestructible and Charcoal. So this is the Be Perfect one. Okay, I'm going to have to do it quite firm because they're so tiny. The lines are not as thick as I've just drawn it on, which I like, because then if you accidentally apply too much, it's not a disaster. Okay, so I think maybe it doesn't matter because it doesn't look bad, but I do think I've maybe mismatched the colour swatches. So the first one is the Charcoal Indestructible. Obviously they all go by like the shades of your hair, so like blonde, brown, black, and the charcoal actually on the Be Perfect scale is, I'm sure it literally says cool tone for black hair, and so it's this kind of shade, and it's more of like actually a dark brown with cool tones. And I expected the Beauty Bay one to be dark brown with cool tones as well. Normally the dark brown has more warm tones, which is why I opted for this. I already told you that in the beginning. But actually it is a lot darker, so that's my fault because I haven't picked. But you can't really tell the swatches on the website. This is the one obviously I've got on my eyebrows now, and this is the one I normally use. They are quite different in shades, but it hasn't made the biggest difference, which is why I really like the fact it's microfibre, because they're so tiny. And do you know how many like times I had to go like that to get it in that line? I might get this, I was going to get this in another shade, and I thought, I don't know if there's much point me getting two pencils when I feel like the brow gel I'm going to do one brown, one clear, which I haven't done. But yeah, I'm really impressed. I think they're both really great. I do think I will use the Teddy, even if I just wanted to apply the tiniest bit. If I just apply a little bit in my hand, it doesn't automatically come off with loads, so You see, it doesn't come off loads and loads. It's just quite a light base, so it's not coming out really thick. So that was just me. But when you're obviously applying it and pressing it down, and then you, as you saw, I did quite a few layers. Might just do a little bit on the end just to show you again. Sometimes that's the first watch, I might just dab it off a little bit. It is such a nice shade, and can you see like the end there, I've made quite a bit more depth to the end of my eyebrow. I just way prefer sometimes with the pencil I can make my eyebrow longer, whereas I'm not applying much more product, it's just kind of like the line. So that is the only difference. As you can see, the eyebrow's a little bit longer now than this one. But yeah, really impressed. I hope you enjoyed. I do think I'll definitely get more use out of the clear and the pencil than the teddy shade, but it does work, you know, it does its job. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching and hearing me go on about, what did I talk about, my theory test? Weird stuff that goes through my brain. Honestly, but you know, another day, another testing video. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for all your support, and I will see you all very soon in a brand new video. Also, thank you for all the love of my hauls, my Shein haul and my Moscato haul. I enjoyed them so much. Things like that, dressing up, I've never felt more me, especially in the brown outfit and the pink outfit. Honestly, I've never felt more me. That is what I think I look like through a retro cam like cassette tape with like my old pink CD player that my great nan bought me. Honestly, I just love it. Anyway, love you all so much. I'll see you all very soon in a brand new video, and I hope you have the best week ever and the best month ever. Bye!